another special episode. This would be pretty much season 2, the beginning of season 2. So we're gonna start a little bit more organized, a little bit more less raw and less too crazy. So we're gonna try to get that cleaned up. But let me introduce my one of my close friends from high school, Danny. So give a little shout out to yourself.
Hey,
about people.
Daniel. I went to Baum with Alex, keeping it clean and. You said organized. That's what you brought me along.
Not really. I mean, just more of the fact of like the previous, because the previous, the previous like videos are just pretty much just us just
talking
going crazy, just talking about eating ass, just talking about drugs, all that just dumb stuff, So it doesn't really matter. But like I do want to show that side of like I do want to interview people. I want to get to know people more closer and shit. I know a lot about you, so I'm just trying to get people to know you because there's a side about you that's actually pretty
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Are you implying I have other sides aren't cool?
What happened?
Are you implying that I have other sides aren't cool?
I mean, you have your dick moments, yeah. But other than that, I mean, who doesn't? I mean, that's why me and you got along well, so.
Because we're both dicks.
But, yeah, so tell the people a little bit about yourself, like, what do you do during the day? Do you go to school? Do you work?
I just finished school. I went to City Tech.
Mm-hmm.
I did architecture. I'm still doing architecture, just not in City Tech.
Right.
So I graduated June, and now I'm trying to get my master's next year.
Look at you fancy fuck.
Yeah.
Nice.
See?
Congrats.
Thank you.
So did the 3D printer work out? Like, how did that go about? Because to invest in a 3D printer is just, dude, that's a lot, bro. And
well, yeah, I used 3D printer for school, and during the school days when I wasn't busy, I would fuck around.
No, you could say words. Fuck that, bro. It doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. Trying to keep it clean.
It's not clean. It's just
No,
not
I'm
clean
just
as
saying,
in
but I'm trying
organized.
to
We
keep
have
it
a
clean,
list
yeah.
now. We got
We have a
bullet
list.
points.
Like,
Yeah, we got
I
bullet
told you-
points.
I
We're
told
fancy
you
now.
that.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but during my school days, I would use a 3D printer to do my models because sometimes I didn't want to cut paper and chipboard and all the fancy materials we used.
Right.
So I would just 3D print and make little buildings or little models that I can use.
I remember you went through a phase where like there was a few companies hitting you up for like little toys and shit.
Well, yeah, there
little
was this,
keychains.
when I was in Brooklyn, in Williamsburg, I think it was Williamsburg or Bed-Stuy. I was with a friend. We were shopping at a toy store, and I was just bugging her and being a dick, saying, "Oh, I could 3D print this. Oh, I can print this."
Yeah, you were just being cocky at that
being
point.
Cocky,
Yeah,
just trying to show off. But we went to that store. It was pretty cool. Everything was handmade, handcrafted, and some of the stuff looked really cheap. Not all of it, but most of it.
But with this like authentic like
Yeah.
store brand shit or
Well, she wasn't a store brand.
like Etsy kind of.
No, she wasn't actually. She had her own like company. She was a big person. I wouldn't say her name, but she was in Australia and she was visiting New York. And
By the way, just heads up, Australia. I'm gonna fuck. Go ahead.
What?
No, there's a few people that know about this. That it's I just had to shout it out. Just Australia. This weekend was fucking crazy. But anyways, go ahead.
Okay. No, but yeah, she was in Australia visiting New York. She just happened to be in the same toy store that I was with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And she was over here. Oh, she was eavesdropping. This bitch was eavesdropping.
She was stealing ideas, bro.
She was stealing
She
ideas.
heard
No,
shit
yeah.
like 3D printing, young people, talented. She wanted all that stuff, bro.
Yeah, she was like following us around the store, thinking we're like Spanish kids trying to steal. From
Oh, she was that lady. She was that lady that's always like looking just in case.
Just looking,
yeah.
yeah.
She knew you kids were trouble and shit.
Yeah, and then she just overheard me like, "Yeah, I can 3D print this. Oh, I can
Right.
print this big ass poster and make some designs for you." And she's like, "Oh, you're a designer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I design stuff. I can, laser cut and 3D print."
Right.
And she's like, "Oh, do you have your business card?" And at that time, I kind of ran out of my business cards, so I'm like, "No." And then I pulled out my sketchbook that I bring everywhere, and I was like, "Oh, let me just break a piece off my sketchbook and write my name in the sloppiest handwriting I have."
Right.
He's like, "Yeah, my name's Daniel. I'm a student, and I can make stuff for you." She's like, "Okay, cool." And then we started like sending each other emails, and
You bagged it up?
well, we were talking, and I was showing her work and everything. she was kind of an old lady, like
How old?
40s and 50s.
So, dude, some
I heard-
women are like wine, bro. They just get better with
I
age.
Googled her before I did anything because I didn't want to give my personal information to like some random woman. Like,
Right,
"Oh, yeah, I'm from
right. You don't want to get
Australia."
scammed. Yeah, you'd buy
Yeah.
a Nigerian prince and shit. Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
want that.
an
Yeah.
Australian princess,
Huh, yeah.
queen of the
But-
kangaroos.
Mhm.
So I Googled her and everything. She was legit. Like
Right.
there was like articles about her. She had like a dance company. She was a ballerina and shit. And I was like, oh, okay. And in the article, I think it says something about that she inherited like her grandmother's money. It's like a shit ton of
What?
money.
Dude, so you definitely should have backed it up.
But listen. So she had like a lot of money to do, and she said she didn't know what to do with it. So like, oh, let me open up my own toy company. And I'm like, what? So she did. She opened up her own toy company. She does small toys.
Wait, she did it? Oh, I thought she... Because it sounded like you were going to lead up the conversation... I mean, the story to saying she invested in you to start off your own toy... I was going to say, what the fuck? You're the next Toys R Us? You're Jeffrey?
Don't say that.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. My bad. Yeah.
You're going to be the next bankrupt guy.
Man.
No. But she had the money to start up her own company. I'm not saying she invested in someone else.
Right.
But she started her own company. She hired designers to make toys for her to be under her name and stuff. And, you know, she was in New York. And she's like, oh, maybe I want to start my own thing in New York, or, you know, have a designer from New York do this toy for me. I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I sent her a really cool portfolio of my 3D print work. I sent her a model of this naked lady that I made glossy. Yeah, it's like a nice sculpture. It's not just like a random naked lady I found on like Pornhub or something. It was like a sculpture, like a MoMA.
Dude,
sculpture.
actually thinking about it now that I'm just like getting these things, bro, can you 3D print me like naked? I always wanted a fucking statue of myself naked or like a portrait.
I would have to scan you.
I don't care, bro. Whatever it takes. Like
I
always said, you know, you're balling when you have like a portrait of yourself just in the background, pretty much, and you're just like.
I want to do like Donald Trump thing.
You just like big dick, bro, in that picture, and just show out like. You're just the
like
man,
Photoshop
bro.
yourself.
Yeah, bro, you gotta Photoshop. At that point, bro, money can do whatever, bro.
Yeah.
At that point, if someone says that's Photoshop, just whip out that 100 bill and just go like that.
Like, nah.
Yeah.
I got the portrait and models to show you.
Facts, bro.
No, but I do want to do like I was like when I was younger, I was like, oh, I want like a portrait of me, or I want something like, you know, something monumental of me, like a sculpture, a monument.
You know what would be dope to get like a portrait would be Did you ever see Insidious?
Yes, the first.
Did
one.
you ever see the nun, Valak?
No.
You didn't,
I saw his series a long time ago.
But have you seen all of them, or like?
No,
do you
just
remember
the
anything?
first one.
But there's this one nun, bro. That's fucking. I'm not scared of nuns. Nuns are not scary, no nothing. But there's just something
They're not
like
meant
the
to
way.
be scary.
Yeah, no, but that's what I was leading up to, where they nailed it. Like this nun, it looks scary. Like I think it was The Conjuring. My bad. The Conjuring 2.
The Conjuring. I didn't see Conjuring.
But it was so fucking scary, bro. I love
Nuns? Why does none scare you?
I don't know. I'm usually like very anti-religion, very like, you know, I have my own like cult and like, you know,
You have your own cult.
yeah, all that stuff. But I wish I had my own cult, dude. If I had my own cult, I'd be telling people what to do, like
To drink Kool-Aid.
yeah.
They'll drink Kool-Aid. Instead of Kool-Aid, it's gonna be beer, some alcoholic beverage.
Nah, like to me, my drink of choice to kill like myself would be like Gatorade with like some gummy worms and like
You want to die of diabetes?
Yeah, I mean, like,
sodium.
I always told... I mean, I hate saying this shit because, like, I just did an episode about suicide. So let me just not go into that. But anyways, the whole point is pretty much, like, I always said to myself, because I know I bring this up a lot, but, like, everybody's been through that dark time when, like, you know, you've been through, like, suicide thoughts and shit. Everybody, that's natural. Yeah, everybody's done that. Some gone a little bit, you know, a step further and shit. But, yeah, dude, just... If I'm gonna kill myself, I'm gonna do it very like wicked. Like I gotta do this shit so fucking gnarly that it's like it's worth. Because I know that cliche shit. You only got one life, and if you're really down to kill yourself, like you're that much of a savage and you're really committed, make it good.
Yeah.
Because it sucks. Like okay, I know this whole topic is just very depressing, but slitting your wrist. That's so fucking common. Yeah, if you got, let's not condone this, but there's different ways to cut yourself and make sure you die. But the fun way, not the fun way, just bro. I always said if I'm gonna kill myself, I'm gonna go to like the zoo, throw myself in some alligators.
Do Harambe too?
Huh?
Harambe too?
Yeah, but this time I'm gonna tell everybody like, yo, don't kill the animal. Just let it kill me first, and just let it. Just
and then just eat your corpse.
Either that or go like that scuba thing with the sharks.
The Shark Tank, yeah.
The Shark Tank, and just kind of like just go out.
Like slip out.
Yeah, just slip out, dude. Just go out. Do something.
Cut your wrist when you're in the water, smell your blood.
Nah, bro, we said no cuts, no cuts.
No, but how are you gonna attract the sharks? They're attracted to the smell of blood.
My pale ass in the water is like a seal, bro. That's a hairless seal.
Sea lion.
Yeah, a hairless sea lion. They're gonna come after me. But I don't know, man. Scary experiences like that. Like again, back to the whole nun thing. Conjuring 2 was actually a pretty good fucking scary movie, dude. That to me, you should definitely watch that. The Conjuring series has actually been pretty good. I was talking to a friend earlier, Chris, about scary movies and shit, and we said that Insidious 1 wasn't that scary because of Darth Maul, the demon.
Oh,
remember?
Because
you know Darth Maul from Star Wars, right?
No.
He has a black and red face, and he has horns.
Yeah,
he looks exactly like it.
Oh yeah.
So it kind of took the fear factor away.
It's
you
like,
know?
oh look, it's cameo.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars cameo in this film. So it's like, whatever. The second one was, I don't want to spoil it, but it's based on like a different thing.
Spoiler alert.
Fuck them, whatever. But the whole point is, it's a different thing, a different entity. Sorry, and yeah. But what's another good scary movie? Like, are you into scary movies?
I love scary movies. That's like the only type of movies I ever watch besides comedy.
Those get your jimmies rustled?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They make my nipples all hard. Like my favorite scary movies of all time, because I've been watching scary movies since I was a kid, like out of the womb, like scary movie.
What the fuck? Like so at like the operation room, they just had it playing in the background. They just had like The Exorcist,
Scream, or or a weird slasher movie in the background. Yeah. Like when I was younger, they would always play like scary movies on like cable. You can have like.
Is this like some like Mexican thing? Like, is it just natural?
No. I don't know.
Because I know you guys believe in like not Santeria, the
Santa Muerte.
Yes.
No, that's like voodoo.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I know there's like a white one and a black one, or something like that. But I know obviously different Hispanics do this. Like I know like Cubans, Puerto Rico. I'm probably
Cuban.
butchering it, but there's different cultures that have their own like religions and shit. And I always assumed like Mexico had that stuff, right? Like Dia de los Muertos and shit like that, right? Yeah.
Well, Muertos is like a different thing. It's dead. But like they have like saints that they worship, and one of the saints, like it's Catholicism, and like shit, they worship saints, and one of the saints is Death Saint. I forgot. I'm not,
I like that guy.
Don't quote me because I don't worship them or something. Mm-hmm. But one of the things they worship is a Death Saint, where you can pray to him, and he'll make whatever you wish come true. And the only thing that's like the catch is that
you gotta kill someone.
No.
You gotta kill yourself.
No.
I mean, he is the god of death. I would figure that'd be the one or two things to get in.
Yeah, but
like I want to get in his
club. He chooses who dies, and whoever dies is closest to you. So it's not like you get to choose who dies.
Right.
Unless you wish it. But
so he's like he sends out a hit.
No.
That is
it's
a
not
hit, bro.
It's
he's
not
like,
a hit.
Yo, go kill her. And you're like,
but you don't do it on purpose. It's like
there's a purpose behind it. Yes, it's a hit.
No, it's not. It's not a purposeful hit. It's like when you send a hit.
I'm
it's
just
on
fucking
purpose.
with you. Yes, I'm just fucking with you, dude.
No, what I'm trying to say is that if you pray to him or you give him a wish or something, it's like he'll kill someone you love. But
what's the benefit to him? Like
you get what you want.
Oh, all right.
Well,
yeah,
you get what you want, but you lose what you love. That kind of thing.
Yeah, like the whole be careful what you wish for, right?
No, because you still get what you get.
Yeah, but
it's like you get it, but like your
at the consequences.
your cousin died,
yeah,
or
the
your
consequences
brother.
of it are too drastic.
Because like you don't want to hurt someone you love, or maybe you do because you're an asshole, but then you wouldn't love them.
Are you talking to me specifically?
No, I'm just saying in general.
I felt a little like stop.
A little like shade. No, no, it's like, do you really want this over this kind of thing? Like you don't want someone like a girlfriend you loved for your entire life. Maybe you knew her since you were young, and then she dies of like cancer because you wished for your dog to be able to sit properly, something like that. Like you make stupid wishes for something with a greater cost.
Right.
And that's like a whole thing.
So if you had that situation where, aside from the consequence of like getting someone killed that you love or getting someone that you love killed, what would be your wish?
Well, I wouldn't make a wish if it meant someone would die.
I'm
a lovable guy.
Stop it, boy. Everybody has a price.
No.
Everybody
money, but
so you think money's powerful than a wish? More powerful than a wish?
Well, yeah, you got money, you can get whatever you want.
And a wish is literally that, but just not the physical object.
Yeah, but
you get it.
You get one wish. Money. You make money with money.
So you'd want to wish for money that's
I wouldn't
unlimited.
want to wish for money. I would want to get money.
But why? Okay, the getting process requires you going and getting it, right? Yeah. But if you wish it, it's already handed to you.
Yeah, but there's a consequence to that.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going from. Yeah. So you're saying you rather earn it than get the wish.
Yeah, than get the wish.
Right. Okay.
Because then there's no consequence besides putting the work, the experience.
Can you imagine what people like for example, I'm not sure if this is like some legit shit where like people are out there doing this stuff, but
They are.
right, I would
There's someone
assume,
somewhere in the world, probably.
right. I would assume some shit like that, but like. Fuck, dude! Like those are some scary experiences to like have an entity or whatever. Like,
yeah, like
what about you? Like, have you ever had any like scary experiences where you felt like you were like, yo, there's an afterlife after, or like you're like, yo, there's something that I cannot control, I cannot see.
Yeah,
and
something that you cannot control, or like there's like something going on behind the scenes that you can't see.
Right.
So Chucky,
the doll.
the doll, yeah, like Child's Play 1, 2, 3, 4, and
right.
whatever.
So I'm here talking about legit shit, and
yeah.
you bring up
a toy? No. It kind of.
I'm just fucking.
They connect. So Chucky is like the doll who like he transfers his a murderer, a serial killer transfers his soul into a doll.
Right. Right.
A good guy doll. Love those guys. And he transfers his soul to the toy, and then some kid gets it for Christmas.
Right.
And he doesn't know like the.
Spoiler alert! By like 30 years, by the way, or something.
It's not a spoiler alert. Then everyone's seen it.
No, because I asked you, have you seen Veronica? And you're like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but that came out.
Andrea, I asked you, Andrea.
You didn't even know the name.
Veronica's the new one. Andrea's the old one.
I said maybe they'll make a new Chucky and be a different story. Anyway, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chucky is a doll who kills people who love that. He wants to transfer his body to the kid Andy, and my dad. He bought
Your what?
My dad. My dad. I'm saying it in
the dad.
My dad. He bought us a doll that he didn't look nothing like Chucky. Like it was a girl. Her name was Angie.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, every girl's name that starts with Ange, it's just bad news,
evil.
bro. Yeah.
My mom's name is Angela. No, but yeah, she was like one of those dolls, like the good guy dolls, except she was prettier. She was like nicer looking and stuff. She had blonde hair, blue eyes. A very like perfect old American. It was very old. That was like 5, 6. So like that was like the stereotypical like be beautiful kind of thing.
Right, right.
So that was like the doll to get, and my sister got that for not for Christmas, just a random gift. And she had batteries that you put in, and she would say like, "Hi, I'm Angela." And she like want to play.
Oh,
not in the exact same words.
That just sounds fucking creepy.
No, but like
bro.
her mouth would move, her eyes would go like left,
right,
right,
be
left,
one of
right.
those dolls,
yeah,
like a marionette.
No, she was like her own thing.
No, but like those marionettes who like they have the eyelashes that like like they close like that. Dude, that's
she wasn't a marionette.
terrifying.
She's not like a puppet we control.
Right.
But she was like animatronic doll.
Yes.
Final Freddy.
Yeah.
But you put batteries in her, like on her back, and then she would like move, like, "Hey, I want to play."
Right.
Like, "Oh, I'm hungry," and you would feed her shit. And the first night we got her, it was like nothing crazy. "Oh, I want to play," and then she would shut down if we didn't want to do anything. And we put her on.
So she's like what? Like she's like a Roomba, where you just put her in the floor and then she does her own thing, or
no, you have to play with her, and then she'll play with you.
So she's an AI.
No, she. It was like those dolls. Like you give her like a microchip in her mouth, and she like yum yum yum. I love it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see what you mean. No, I
Like,
thought
if you leave
said,
her alone,
No, because you
she-
said that you were like, oh, we put her on the ground. We tried playing with her, and she didn't want to play anymore, so she just shut down. So
No.
it sounds like she has a life. So I'm already like
She-
saying like, yo,
She had a life if you played with her. Like if you didn't touch her or anything.
So what? She has like a sensor around here.
No. You would give her stuff. Like you would give her like a bottle, and she would like
Right,
deep throat
right.
that shit.
I hope not.
No, but she would like you give her stuff, and she would play along with it.
Right.
She had balls. Ew.
This is some kinky toy, dude. You sure you're not playing with like no Adam and Eve toys? Or
18
nothing?
and plus.
Yeah.
No, but you give her stuff, and she would play with you. If you don't give her stuff, she just okay, I'm sleepy, and she would go to sleep or something like that. I don't remember. It was like 5, but that was her whole
Right.
premise. That you play with her, and then she'll play back with you. So one night we put her on like
The
the shelf that was next to our bed. I shared a room with my sisters, and one night she's like, "Oh, let's play."
Oh, fuck
okay, that's weird.
that.
She's not supposed to say that at night. And then
That's the only word she said too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So it makes
Let's
it
play.
worse. It makes it very specific what she fucking wants, dude.
Yeah, but it wasn't like something that she wasn't supposed to say. Like that was one
Right.
of her lines.
Right.
So we didn't think nothing of it. It's like, okay, let's play. He's like, no, let's not. Let's go back to sleep.
Oh no.
So we went to sleep. We went back in the morning, had breakfast and everything, and then we noticed that she wasn't on her shelf.
What
And we're
the
like,
fuck?
what? Like I didn't think nothing of it because it wasn't my doll.
Right.
It was my sister's. Like, oh, they probably moved it to the living room. It was like outside of our room.
Can you wait? I don't want to break your story right there, but
You already
think
broke
about it in the aspect of like when we were kids, we were fucking fearless. Like
No.
our logic in the
Oh,
aspect
yeah.
of like
Like, we were immortal, but yeah.
No, yeah, an aspect of like, oh, our parents probably moved it, but
Yeah.
you don't know if a fucking demon just went into
Yeah,
your
like, we
room
don't
and
think
like
about
fucking,
like, oh,
yeah.
did it by itself. Like, something had to happen.
Yeah, because that I don't know, for some reason, why do we lose that?
Well,
Why do
because
we lose that whole
it's not our
emphasis
first-
of like of being like a rational explanation? Why do we always gotta jump to super? I mean, there is some cases where it's supernatural, but for the most part, it's like I said, when we were kids, it used to be like, oh, our mom or dad or like your brother or something. You would blame it on someone.
Well,
but
that
there'd be a
too, but
reason.
like, my sisters were dicks.
Okay, so this would be something normal.
Yeah.
then, right? Okay.
So, like, you know Rugrats? You know,
Yeah, the show, yeah.
kids with the Tommy, Phils.
Oh, she was Angelica?
No.
Oh.
I had a Chucky doll. Like, he was my favorite character.
Like an
Chucky.
actual Chucky doll?
Yeah, actual Chucky doll. Not from Child's Play, but like from Rugrats. Like the red head, glasses, and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And every night, my older sister, but the younger one of the second one.
Chucky Finster, right? So because this whole time
I didn't even know he
thought,
had a last name.
No, yeah, he does have a last name. No, because this whole time, like you keep saying Chucky, and now
Yeah,
you brought
no.
up Rugrats.
No, but
Yeah.
it's
But
kind
anyways,
of
yeah. Anyways.
So I had the Chucky doll from Rugrats,
Mhm.
and then Chucky, Angela. Like they had similarities because they were both animatronic dolls that would say something and they would play with you.
Her name was what?
Angelica or Angela, I forgot her name, but Angelica.
Angie.
Angie. Her name was Angie. Yeah, right, Angie. Yeah.
So both of those names are just scary itself.
Yeah, it's a weird, like, angelic name. But yeah, so I had a Rugrat doll, Chucky, and my sister was like, oh, like when I was sleeping or something, she would whisper in my ear, oh, I'm Chucky, I'm gonna get you. Like the real Chucky.
Yeah.
And I knew she was fucking with me.
Dude,
I'm
your
like,
sisters are fucking assholes.
it was
dude.
funny. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty funny. Like, I'm probably gonna do this
You're
to
the
my
youngest,
children.
right?
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
All right.
I'm probably gonna do it to my children. We're like, oh, I'm Chucky. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Right, you're just putting yourself in debt for
Scar-
therapy.
scar my
Yeah, you're
children.
just putting mad therapy debt on you right
No,
there.
yeah. So like, if anything did happen, I would just blame my sisters because like, oh, she's just fucking with me. Like,
right.
if
That
she
was
moved
your
it,
go-to.
yeah, my to go.
Mhm.
So like my sister moved it, and she went over there. My sister moved it, so it wasn't like anything like, oh, maybe the doll's haunted. She's
Right,
fucking
nothing
moving
beyond
herself. Yeah.
normal stuff, right?
Like if I lived by myself and I had like a doll that my mom and my dad gave me, and that shit moved, I'm burning that shit. Unless my sister's living with me, I'm burning that. Like as soon as you move an inch from where I put you, you're going to hell, bitch.
yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, that's where they're from.
yeah. Well, send them back. So
Facts.
I didn't think nothing of it when the doll moved from our room to the living room because I thought it was my sister. Like, oh, maybe they played with it. Maybe she's fucking with me. So it was nothing.
Sorry.
And then the next night, she did the same thing.
Same words?
Let's play. Same word. No. She changed it this time.
Oh, shit.
She changed it, but it sounded similar. It was like
Right.
let's play or let's go to play. Something
Right.
weird.
She added, or she
added.
took-
She changed it.
Right.
She didn't say what she was supposed to say. She
Mhm.
was like, let's play or I want to play. She said something else.
Right.
And we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
oh, we haven't heard this quote
is new.
before. Yeah,
this is new. So
there's
we
some
didn't
new
think
updates.
that- new update.
Windows,
iOS 10.
yeah, iOS 10 is really updating really
Android
fast.
2.0. So she said something weird. And we go, okay, we didn't think of anything of it because it sounded pretty similar. Maybe we heard it
Right.
wrong, or I heard it wrong because I didn't tell my sisters that. So the next day, I was playing with my sisters, and we had beds adjacent to each other. So there was like a 3-4 foot space in between the
Yeah,
beds,
right.
and we did like a hammock kind of thing. Like we put the bed sheets next to each other,
Mhm.
so it creates a hammock, and we play with that. So my sister would hold down each end of the bed sheets, so they would be like a swing. And I would go
What
on
the fuck?
Yeah.
Are you saying some shit is...
No.
Oh,
So
that's
we
where
were
my
playing-
mind went to.
We were playing like that. No, that'd be creepy.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
getting on top of the hammock, trying to like swing and everything, and then she said, "You shouldn't be doing this," and we were like,
What the
What?
fuck?
"No!" And then all three of us ran outside our room with tears in our eyes to our mom.
She legit said you
She
should
legit,
not
you should
be-
not be doing this. And obviously, we're not supposed to do that because we could hurt each other. Fall
Oh, so
down.
you're low-key saying there's a good ghost or a good demon?
No, but like,
Oh, but yeah,
Don't care for-
Yeah, don't care for me.
you're
Don't care
a
for
demon.
me. Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
No, but she told
I
us
know
not-
your ways.
I know your ways. You're trying to be friendly with us and then like stab us in the back.
Right.
So she said, you shouldn't be doing that. And we were like, what the fuck? No way. Yes, we should be doing this. So we cried. We ran to our mom.
We cried.
We should, yeah.
Casual.
Casual. We used to do that every day.
Mhm.
Kids. So we cried to our mom. Like, oh, she said something weird. She's not supposed to be saying that. She was like looking at us. And then she took the batteries off. My mom.
What the fuck?
Yeah. She's like, oh, you kids are being crazy. Their imaginations are wild. So she took the batteries off and put her back in the shelf. Nothing else happened that day. It was pretty normal. I ate dinner. went back to bed, and then we were in a room, and we were like in the beds praying. Good Catholic children. And then I'm looking at the doll, and like her eyes are like looking like this, like staring at me. And, like,
Wait, was this one of those dolls where no matter what like
No.
side in the room you
No.
are, it's like somehow always looking at you?
No.
You've seen those paintings,
Yeah,
right?
I've seen those paintings, and I've seen like those like weird like sculptures that like
Yes.
the face will look at you no
Yes,
matter where.
no matter what
yeah, no
angle
matter-
you are,
yeah.
it's like looking straight into
Yeah.
yeah. So this
She-
one was not like
no,
that.
all she was supposed to do is
Move her mouth,
move her mouth, blink her eyes, and her arms were like movable.
wiggle.
Like, not wiggle. Like, she's not supposed to move them herself. They're just like joints where you can move them yourself. So if you wanted to make her like,
Oh, like one of those WWE action figures?
yeah, kind of.
Right,
So
okay.
her legs and arms were like movable. I don't think her legs were, but her arms were. So
Right.
She would go like this, like oh.
Right.
So she's just like looking at me like this, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like no way. It's like she's not supposed to be looking at me. Her eyes are like glued on or something. Like they're balls that just like stare forward,
What the
like
fuck?
with that gaze. That's a scary noise. Your keys.
Oh, my keys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I
was like,
forgot.
what's that? So the doll's staring at us. Me at least. I didn't see my sisters. My sisters were already sleeping with the lights were on. I can't sleep with the lights on. So the doll's just like staring at me like that. Like at an angle. And I'm in my bed. Like, my bed is like right here. And Angie it's like 15 degrees east of the fucking Galapagos or whatever. So she's there and she's like, her eyes are just like staring like that.
Oh, shit.
And her batteries were off or anything. She's not supposed to do anything. She's not supposed to blink or anything. But she would go, like, you know, when the
Yeah,
dolls blink,
yeah.
they make that like mechanical noise.
Right.
Like,
No.
I'm like, fuck me. She's blinking. She's not supposed to be blinking. And then
you sure
woke
she's not timed? Like one of those
we
like
took her
wall-
batteries off.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like she had a spray in the back.
Right.
We wind it up, and then she
Right.
would like blink automatically. Like, da, 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 da. No, she would just blink like, and it wasn't like a crazy wink. It's like a normal one, like.
That's still fucking scary though, knowing the fact that she's supposed to be off.
And she's supposed to be off. She's supposed to be like completely dull, like,
Right.
dead. And I found a video years later of like another doll, like another version of her, and holy shit, it's fucking scary. I'll show you later the doll. Like she's like, "Hi, I'm Angie. Let's go play.
What the
Hi,
fuck?
how are you? I'm hungry."
And
Like,
this is still being sold or what?
I don't think it's sold anymore, but like I saw a video
Was it in
of like
Mexico?
some. Yeah, it was in Mexico. But my fuck you.
I just want to
like,
clarify things.
there's nothing relating to the story, but yeah, the setting was Mexico. But this woman posted a video because I was looking up scary like stuff to look at to traumatize my cousins and stuff online.
Right.
So this woman posted like, "Oh, Angie doll." It's like the doll.
The one from the
The one, yeah, the same, not the same exact one.
a different version.
Different
or like
version,
an updated
yeah,
version
like
or
an
something.
update because
Right,
the
right.
one we had was like in the 1990s or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, I woke up the next morning. I told my mom like, "Oh, she was blinking. She's not supposed to be blinking." My mom, she probably thought it was like lying or something, fucking with her. She's like, "Oh no, look, the batteries are off." Like the same exact thing like in Chucky, where like the mom was like, "Oh no, you're stupid. The
You were
batteries are
living
off."
the movie pretty much.
I was, but yeah, I was
Where you
living the
started
movie.
seeing the signs, but no adult will fucking
Yeah.
listen to you.
So
Yeah, if my kid ever said, "Yo, Dad, I'm feeling something," or I see something, dog, we're hunting that thing down. we're not stopping, bro.
No,
I'm not gonna let that thing hit me at night.
They didn't believe in that stuff in the beginning.
Yeah, Hispanic
So-
parents tell you just pray and that's it. You're done.
Yeah, it's like
you're
just
good.
pray to Jesus, or pray to God. So me and my sister were like, "Nah, we can't have this doll in our house. Like this bitch is carrying us." So we lived in a kind of cul-de-sac kind of thing.
Mhm.
It was like a gated community where we lived inside a wall, like the Donald Trump wall. It was literally like a 100-foot wall surrounding us, and the only entrance was a gate on the front side, on the north side, whatever. And it was a really big gate. So everyone in that neighborhood knew each other. And then my sister had a best friend. I don't know her name. I was young. But we gave it to her.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Oh, here, you had this cursed doll on us." We didn't tell her it was cursed or anything or haunted. We just gave it to her. And we didn't think nothing of it and blah, blah, blah. We went back to school. We did whatever. And then 1 week later, she was back on the shelf. We were like, "What?" No fucking way. We gave that doll away. And, like, she lived on the other side of the
The
cul-de-sac.
town or something. Right?
A little cul-de-sac.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
so I thought okay.
It's
Right,
like,
right.
it's like...
So you didn't think of like maybe her
throwing it out or
parents.
burning it.
No. Like I'm saying, like maybe their parents was like they saw the toy and they were like, don't, because you know how some parents they tell you don't take gifts from people because that's
No.
ungrateful. Well,
What?
my dad always told me that shit. He's like, if you ever go to like a stranger's house if they
might poison
offer
you.
it to you, say yes, but don't ask for shit because
Oh.
he's like that's rude. So I always grew up with that mentality. So
Yeah.
if I would go to your house and I was fucking thirsty, I would die of
You would get
dehydration.
parched.
Yeah, I would be parched, bro. I'd need water, and I would just look. I would make signs of like I'm
It's like-
fucking like my lips are crusty, you know, and shit. Like yeah,
It's just like,
yeah.
Get all
And,
pale.
and then when they offer you the water, I'm like, oh gracias, thank you, you know, yes.
Gracias.
But yeah, you didn't think it was maybe like their parents would saw it and they're like, no, we're gonna give it back. You don't deserve something, and they
Well,
give
we
it
don't-
to your parents.
We don't
and-
know. I mean, I don't know what happened because it was my sister's doll, so they gave it to her. Like I wasn't there when they gave it to her.
Right.
I just know that she was not in the house anymore.
Mhm.
Like she wasn't in the shelf. She was in the living room. She was in my mom's bedroom. She was in the kitchen. She was in the bathroom. She wasn't nowhere in my house. So 1 week later, when we gave it to her, she was back on the same goddamn shelf, and we were like, we cried. We got home from school and we cried. My mom's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then we're like, because we're kids and like we can't like talk when we're crying,
Mhm.
so we're just like,
Your mom's probably smacked you dry.
yeah,
Talk,
she
boy.
did.
Talk,
No,
boy.
she
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
She's like,
She'll
"Stop
smack
crying."
you. She'll smack you till you'll speak.
like, stop crying. I can't understand you. So my older sister, she explained to what happened because she stopped crying first. She was like, "Oh, we gave this doll away and she's back. She's back to kill us."
Shit.
Mom's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And we love
Your mom probably
Chucky.
wanted to get rid of all three of you.
Probably, yeah. She's still with us now. No, but she was like, "Oh, they just watched Chucky too much because that was my favorite movie when I was younger, and we used to watch it every
Right,
week
right,
or something,
right.
whatever would pop up in Univision."
So that's why your mom didn't believe you.
Yeah, so she didn't believe us because she's like,
Right.
"Oh, they're picking it up from Chucky."
Oh, like an overactive imagination.
Yeah, it's an
Right.
overactive imagination. These kids are like less than 10. They're just seeing what they're reenacting what they see on television. They're doing like Naruto sandbox kid thing.
Man, Naruto's fucking cool, bro.
You didn't hear what happened with the kid? Like he was trying to like
Stop it, because I have not seen it.
No,
and-
no, no. It was a real life story
Oh,
where this kid was trying to reenact Naruto, and then he
Was
was
he?
trying to he was trying to do like some like Gara stuff, and he drowned
With
himself
sand?
in the sandbox.
what? I did not see this, dude.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was a whole thing where like people were saying like, "Oh, cartoons are bad," and like movies are bad.
How long was this? Like,
2012, 10.
nah, I didn't.
It was in high school. I remember it was around high school.
Dude, fuck that. The best thing that anime can they can say that anime is like legit is this one kid. I think it was like a couple of months ago. This one kid, for some reason, I think he was in a forest, a farm or some shit. He got stung by like 10,000 fucking bees.
Oh,
and then
I
he
think I heard
said
of
that.
it.
Yeah, he said
Like
that
a
when he got
god,
when,
Dragon
yeah
Ball
when
Z
he
or
was
something?
when he was getting stung by the bees, he said he could only think about I think it was Ultra Instinct or just going Super Saiyan.
I think it was Super Saiyan, yeah.
Super Saiyan. He said meditation. He thought about Vegeta and how Vegeta would suppress himself and get all that pain and just unleash it at once to become a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
My man survived like above 10,000 like.
Yeah, but
bee
this
stings and
kid
shit.
tried to imitate Naruto and he died in the sandbox.
Yeah, but
Anyways.
we're talking about two different things. We're talking about like a ninja and like a Saiyan.
Yeah.
But this kid died.
But
the
this
whole
kid
point.
died.
Right.
The whole
yeah.
point is that my mom thought we were imitating what we saw in the movie.
Oh,
Like, this
shit.
doll talks like Chucky. She gestures like Chucky.
Mm.
So she was like, "Oh, these kids are little dicks."
Right.
So she didn't think nothing of it. And then that night, she's like, "Uh-oh." At night, just random uh-oh. Oh, that was you.
That was me? Was
I
that
don't
really
know.
me?
I thought it was you.
Oh
but-
shit.
Yeah, so she
Dude,
said,
we're getting haunted.
yeah, she's calling. No, but she said, "Uh-oh," which was weird. Because,
Right.
like, only when you give her, like, the potty card or something, or you give her, like, some kind of
Like
thing.
the
too much
oopsie,
food.
right?
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
oopsie. But she would go, "Uh-oh," when she shit her pants or something. But she said, "Uh-oh." And we're like, what? Does she have her batteries? So we woke up. I woke up my sister because she was other sister.
You were the one that would always get this, right? You were the one that
I-
caught
I
it,
don't
or your
sleep-
sisters like would have these events like happen to them by themselves.
It's like
Or was
my-
this just basically on you?
Because I can't sleep with the lights on. Every one of my siblings can. So whenever the lights are on or
Still
something,
now?
like yeah, until now. So I can't sleep with the lights are on. So my mom would be cleaning the living room or something, or my brother would be doing something for school and the lights would be on. My sisters would sleep, but I would just be like awake,
That
trying.
face.
Yeah, like I just want to go to sleep. So either the living room lights were on and I couldn't sleep,
Mhm.
so I would just lie there peeing the bed. 'Cause I was a
Really?
kid. I was a kid.
Oh.
But yeah.
Wait, what
So-
age did you? Wait, when was the last time you peed your bed?
Oh, I don't know.
I remember I was 12
7?
years old.
12?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't peed the bed in a while.
But I did it on purpose. I was like, I wonder how it feels to pee your bed.
No.
My dad fucking
Why?
hated me, dude. My dad
No.
was like, why the fuck would you do this?
I would put diapers on you. I would castrate
No,
you.
because I think I saw like a clip
I
where...
would grab your dick and put a clothespin on it.
Nice.
No,
But like, I'm saying like I saw the old school trick where they like if someone was like on a couch and like their
Oh, you
hand
put like
was
hot
this,
water in it or something?
I think it's hot water or just
Or
put
warm
their
water,
hands
yeah.
in like glass
yeah.
and it makes for some reason like you think
Yeah,
that you're
yeah,
in the
it's that
bathroom
prank,
whatever.
yeah.
I did that shit. I timed it.
Yourself?
Yeah, I did it myself. Dude, it's not
He's
not
like,
good.
I'm gonna go to bed and then
Because
my hands
when-
are falling to the couch.
When you piss on the bed, it's warm, but then
But
it's like
why?
obviously and the worst part this was during the winter. This was like fucking 2000
Ew.
like 7, dude. This is old. Like I was a little kid.
11
bro.
years ago.
So I remember it was like during the cold and I would always sleep with the window open because I just can't. I can't sleep with like heat. I don't like
Oh,
heat.
yeah, me
I have to sleep with some breeze or whatever. And at that point, remember how New York gets like
Remember? I don't know.
no, I'm saying like in winter they put the heat on like let's say right before you go to bed, but they put it. I don't know if in your place they put it on full blast. So then
We have a thermostat so we can control that.
I have the
I know,
old
yeah.
school steamers and shit.
Yeah.
So I have to open a window and let all that steam out. And then when that shit turns off, I have to manually close the window. But if I do that shit during the middle of the night, my ass is
Peasant
not
life.
getting up. Yeah. So my ass is sleeping with the window fully open in like -3 degrees. So this time I peed myself. I let that get cold. Then I get sick, bro. I got frozen dick in the morning. It was not, yeah. Because the piss just,
Like
it just
icicle.
yeah, bro. We have to throw out the whole bed.
Yeah.
So then my dad, like I said, my dad hated me and
He still does.
still does, but
No, but yeah.
gotta suffer a little.
Back to the story.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was a kid and I would pee myself awake or something, and I would obviously wake my brother up. We shared a bed, and I would see Angie. So she said that in the middle of the night, and I'm like, what? And I started crying, telling my sister like, oh, wake up, the fucking doll's like trying to kill me. She said, and she's trying to kill me. So they wake up, they take her clothes off, they take the
What the
backing
fuck?
because she had clothes on
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah,
backing
yeah.
on for the batteries. It's not like we're just like raping random dolls.
Gangbang on a doll.
Gangbang dolls, no. But we took the backing off. She had batteries, which was obvious because we took the batteries off and then we gave it away. She didn't have batteries.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
So I'm guessing someone put them on.
no, there was no batteries on.
No, but if you gave it away without batteries, if you gave me a toy without batteries and I wanted to use it and play it, I'm gonna put batteries. And
Yeah,
if I don't
you're
like
gonna put
it,
batteries.
Yeah, but if I give it back to you, I'm gonna give it back to you with batteries. 'Cause I'm not a fucking dick.
Yeah, but like back in the days, not many dolls had
Batteries.
animatronics.
Right.
So she probably thought it was like a doll that you like. Oh look, my baby or my child.
Right.
And you just change your clothes or whatever. No, but we opened the drawer back up, the socket, whatever it's called,
Mhm.
the battery compartment, and she didn't have batteries.
What the
So
fuck?
I started crying even harder. Like, ah! She said something, and this bitch said, So we woke my mom up, and she's like, oh, the doll said something. She said, she's gonna kill us. Mom was like, what are you talking about? She's like, you peed the goddamn bed again? Because I did.
Jesus Christ! Like, you make
she-
it sound
no,
like
no.
your mom walks in the room with like a chancleta and like a belt, bro.
No. No, because when you wake up in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
it's
Your
either because
parents-
you pissed the bed,
yeah,
you had
yeah,
a nightmare or something. So she knew that I pissed myself.
Right.
And I woke my brother up, and I woke my sisters up. So I peed the bed,
Mhm.
and then we checked the doll. The doll was like in the ground, no batteries on. And Mom was like, "Oh, you're overreacting." We dried the mattress, flipped it over to our side because you don't want to sleep on pee. And so yeah,
Did you end up like cleaning the bed or throwing it out?
yeah, we cleaned it up and
Oh,
dried
okay.
up,
Just
and then
the next day or something, right?
Not the next day, probably the next month.
Jesus Christ. So you slept on the fucking piss bed
We
for a
fucking
while.
flipped it. It's like,
Yeah,
it's like
dude,
new.
there's only like how much? Like a foot difference?
Yeah.
Liquid goes through. Yeah, bro. Like
I mean, I
what?
would wear like diapers or something. I was like 5'6".
Oh, I'm thinking here you're like 10, 13. Like I'm
No.
fully aware that you're like you
No.
got some maturity in you. That's why.
No,
But anyway,
so I
good.
still don't. No, but yeah, I had diapers on, like the diapers overfilled or
Right,
something. So
right.
it was only like a glass of piss on the bed.
So just to make it clarified, you were like what, 5 years old, 6?
I don't remember exactly.
Well, very
when-
young.
Yeah, I was very young. I
Right.
was like 5, 4, 6, somewhere in that range
Mhm.
where I would still piss myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I woke my mom up. She's like, "Oh, what's going on? You peed the bed?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And the dolls try to kill us.
This is what, like the third time you would tell your mom that.
Well,
oh,
more things happened before then, but I just can't remember them well.
right. Okay.
I was young, but I do
Right.
remember like these points in that story where like the doll would say something that she wasn't supposed to say,
Mhm.
or she would say it out of turn, like something that if she was supposed to not say anything, she would say something, or if she was supposed to say something, she would say something else. That's like
This is like the Mexican version of Annabelle, Annalisa, like
Maria.
Maria or something. Yeah,
no, but Angie.
it's a very Hispanic name.
Angie?
I know Angelica. Like if it was Angelica.
Angelica.
Remember how Hispanics always like Angelica,
No,
Angela.
Angel. I don't know. I didn't know many Angies.
Alright.
Yeah, but Angie, she would say stuff and she would say out of turn.
You still would keep her.
We still keep her, yeah, because she was an expensive doll. Back in the day, the dolls that would talk, move, and had like stuff were
Yeah, of
expensive.
course,
It was
yeah.
like $50. Like, oh, that shit's expensive.
No, definitely. Especially in our countries.
Oh yeah,
$50
in that country,
means,
yeah. So in like Latin American countries, like a doll, it's $50 is like $100 there, or $200.
Yeah, it's almost like double the value. And
Yeah,
shit.
triple. Sometimes even like quadruple. Clothes there. Like I have family in South America who buy clothes here, and they're like, oh, we're fancy as fuck. Like this shirt costs like $600,
Yeah.
and they buy it here for like $10, and like.
Nah, I always
Clearance.
I what I was always do like clothes that I outwear because I'm more like my size difference with my dad is I'm taller than him, so I'm more buck like I'm
Both
I'm
are
like
short.
I'm like for example shirt wise I'm an L, he's a medium or small, so all my hand me downs like shirts that I don't wear, anything that I just don't wear, I give it to him.
You give it
and
up.
and then if he doesn't want it, then we give it to like our families in our countries and shit. And then when they get it, they're all premium and stuff. Like they all think that it's the greatest clothes
Yeah.
ever, and it's dope, because you see that we underappreciate like the small things.
Yeah, we do.
But
We seriously do.
well, fuck that shit. We got to stunt. We got to look hot,
Yeah.
sling dick and shit, bro. It don't matter.
Bougie as fuck.
Yeah, all that.
So yeah, Angie was one of those bougie dolls back in the day.
hmm
Yeah, like I said, blonde hair, blue eyes. Back in the day, that was like the
Full Aryan.
full Aryan. Like that's like everyone wanted the Hitler dolls. like
Right.
the supreme race of dolls. So she was like too valuable to just throw away to give
Right,
away.
right.
And then we keep getting these instances where she would say things that she was not supposed to say at all. So she would say like hi. Like, she was supposed to greet you. She would say
She's spoken a different language.
She's-
She's supposed
yeah.
to say. She's supposed to say hola. She said hi.
no. She's supposed to speak English, but she spoke to us in Spanish.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So that was like the breaking
the biggest-
breaking point.
yeah,
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 I was gonna
yeah.
get to that.
What?
So
the
like
fuck?
my dad bought her in America, in New York. Back in the day, we were like, what was that thing called?
Toys R Us.
No, not Toys R Us. It was a smaller one. It's like Fun Kids. No, Kids. No,
For kids something.
no. That's a TV show.
No.
That's a
There
TV
was
network.
another.
Yeah, it was like I forgot, but it was before Toys R Us. There was like a toys company that went bankrupt before Toys R Us.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So back in the day when that toy store was popular, that doll was like the hottest item, and he bought it for us. I forgot where I was going with this, but so yeah, she was only supposed to speak in English because she was American.
Yeah,
American
you
made.
said your dad bought it in New York.
Yeah, in New York. So she was speaking to us in Spanish.
Mm.
So everything I was saying in English, she said in Spanish. So she's
the
like,
fuck?
"Hi, how are you?" He's like, "Hola, cómo están?" And
Imagine she has Siri inside. She just,
It's
you
like,
know,
"Toot-toot."
yeah, translate. Hola.
"Hola, I'm gonna kill you." Siri, where's the next cemetery? "Toot-toot." Right here, bitch.
Yeah, you never know.
So yeah, she was speaking Spanish, and then we still had the box. Like if we were gonna sell the fucking toy, we'd get more value if she was still in her box. So we kept the box, and my mom saw the box was in English,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think it had like a language thing where it tells you, oh, only it speaks in English or 5 English phrases, something like that. But she was supposed to speak in Spanish. So my mom thought like my dad put like on the switch back in the back where you turn it on and off. Maybe she had a switch for Spanish. Yeah,
Language switch.
yeah, because like back in the day, things either had English or Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
not like French or like Russian or anything. Like it was just English Spanish. So she was speaking Spanish, and my mom was like, "Hell no, this shit's haunted."
Yeah, that's when your mom
That's
realized
when
that
like,
you
oh
were not,
yeah, we weren't lying because she heard those dolls speak Spanish.
I bet your first reaction, you and your brothers and sisters'
We were
reaction
like-
was like,
We were like that mean girl. She was like, it's like, duh.
yeah.
So that's when she freaked out. She's like,
I
oh,
love how
fucking
we
shit.
know about that meme shit.
Yeah,
that's
obviously.
how memes like take care of our lives.
That's what we explained. But yeah, like we were all like, all of us, like
Yeah, yeah.
like 4 of us, like a mean copy and paste. And my mom was like, oh, hell no. So my mom threw her in a bag, like the garbage constructing
Plastic
bags.
bag.
Yeah, because we had those to throw all the trash out, and we had to go all the way across the other side of the cul-de-sac to throw stuff in the dumpster. So we made sure we tied the bag nice and like
This bitch
secure.
escaped.
Yeah, because we already told her that we gave her away, and she came back, and then she threw her in the garbage can. And it was the same day that garbage was supposed to get picked up.
Mhm.
So she knew like right away she's gonna get picked up, and she didn't have a chance to like.
Yo, your mom's a G. She planned
Yeah,
all this
'cause, like-
shit. Your mom knows how to get rid of someone. That's what I'm telling you. She
Yeah.
wanted to get rid of all you.
She was
She
like,
knew what days the garbage is there. She knows everything.
well, obviously because we throw the trash out.
Yeah, but you
It's
guys
like she's
are-
like, where's the trash coming out? She knew obviously because we
No,
take
but,
out the
like,
trash.
If she's trying to eliminate a doll that's like this size, and you guys are
She's, like, planning
small.
ahead.
Yeah, she's planning ahead. She's practicing with a doll.
She's practicing with the doll. She's like, next time.
Yeah.
Next time. So we threw the doll away, and the same day it picked her up in the garbage trucks, the Mexican garbage trucks, like a sombrero on it. It threw her out. We saw the truck leave the cul-de-sac, giant gates, and we're like, finally. So after that, we haven't heard anything about Angie. ... No, but we really never heard anything about Angie then again.
Oh, that's it.
That's the end of the story.
Oh wow! I'm here. I'm like, oh, she escaped the fucking bag. Like she found
No.
like one of those butter knives in there, and she like dug a hole.
No. She was in a bag by herself. So like, there's no way like unless she sharpened her nails or something, she was no way she's gonna get out.
Dude, you kept going with the story to the point where like this bitch came back with vengeance. Like
The first time, yeah, she started speaking Spanish.
so then what was your mom's like? Would she say sorry?
No,
Yeah, it was,
She-
I mean, yeah.
she was like, "Oh hell no, that's it," and she just came back to like, "Oh, it's done."
That's the fucking story.
Okay, let's go back.
Angie.
Let's go to school.
Oh god, dude.
and then you know, back in the day, they had the troll dolls.
Yes.
The little
With the
monkey
big
things,
hair
the
and
big
everything.
hair,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. So one time there was a blackout in my cul-de-sac, so the whole neighborhood was dark and it was at night. And then we had like, candles everywhere in the house, not in the rooms or anything, because it wasn't that late. So my older sister went in the room, and she was, I don't know what she was trying to pick up, but she went to the room to pick something up, and we had a shelf full of them.
Of what? Dolls?
The troll dolls.
Oh, the troll dolls. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know why kids loved them, but we loved them. And we heard like like a big ass scream, like a shriek, like a 10-year-old girl shriek, and she ran out crying, and like she hugged my mom for like she hasn't seen her in forever. And she's like,
What the fuck are you
because she
serious?
can't. We were kids, we couldn't talk when we were crying, and
Just little inside notes and shit.
what?
But anyways,
Yeah, so she hugged my mom and crying like, oh, the dolls, they were like, bleh, bleh, bleh. What? The dolls, they were like, bleh, bleh, bleh. What the fuck are you talking about? And then she like did that acting face where she did the things like, calm yourself.
scene.
She's like, the dolls, they were looking at me like they were angry. They were like, like she made like a face.
Hold on. I could just imagine.
Yeah.
The dolls were doing this.
No, but she was
and
like,
that.
she's like,
Sniffing. Yeah.
so the dolls, they looked at me and she did this. And she did like an angry face. And mom was like, what? She's like, the dolls? I went to my room. I went to pick up this thing. And I looked at the dolls. And they were all like staring at me like. And we were like, she's like, what? Like this one right here. She grabbed it. She went like. And she did like the meanest like face she can do. And mom was like.
What the fuck?
She's like, nope, not again. Not this time.
So now your mom's a believer.
Well, yeah. Now. Because, I mean.
Is she like extra believer, where she's
She's
like
not that.
like a pencil falls down and she's like, ay Dios mío.
No, not that big of a thing, but since then, yeah, she
She's
became
more
a little
aware.
bit more. Yeah, more. Like she got like those amulets to protect from like evil eyes, like
Yeah.
evil eye pendants, like people.
Dude, that shit. I actually, bro, I low key believe it. That whole evil eye thing, where like
or people glare at you.
yeah, that whole glare thing, where like if someone who has like bad intentions glares at you and you make eye contact, you could pass that shit
I
on.
don't have to
Apparently.
do eye contact.
Yeah, I mean that's what they told me. They
Oh.
told me they're like, oh, if
I
you
thought
see
you
someone
just give you like
No, you have to make eye contact because that's apparently like that's how the voodoo
the
works.
voodoo
Yeah,
works.
that's how the voodoo link connects and whatever.
Latino voodoo.
And I remember like my family would like as a kid, they would apparently like countermeasures for this shit was
Yeah.
like you have to wear gold or anything red.
Red, yeah.
Right? Yeah, so that would for some reason it's like an anti bad juju and
Yeah,
shit.
like, oh, look at me, bitch. I'm bougie as fuck.
So
red and gold.
And the reason why I say like I low key believe is because one time I remember this was when I was fresh off the boat. Like I just straight came here. We were like looking around the city, getting to know like everything. We're traveling in the train, and at this point, like I was like 6 years old, 7 max. And I'm with my dad in the train and whatever, and there's this old lady who's like in the corner, like in those trains, like there's always that one booth at the end with like doubles.
What do you mean doubles?
Like
the two-seaters?
Yeah, the 2-seaters.
Yeah.
Yes. So she was just there, but she looked a little crazy and homeless. So obviously, my dad and
You can't
like,
be both. You can't be one of them.
You gotta be both.
You gotta be both.
You gotta be both. So my dad put me to the side, and he just like was trying to distract me or whatever. Yeah. But then, like, me as a kid, when you're a little kid, you're, like, looking around, you're just dozing off or whatever. Well, I was very, like, I had attention span. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So then I see that this old lady's just doing this shit. And just looking at me. But not, like,
she wanted you sexually.
Not, like,
she was like, Alex.
Not, like, that just sounds like you're eating clams or, like, oysters. But, yeah, not, clams not in, like, a mean way, but more of, like, a very, very serious. Like this bitch knew some shit and was about to like blow my life up. Yeah.
She knew some shit about you.
So then my dad kind of like notices that shit, and then he kind of turns me away, and then we just get off the next stop. Then I think that same day or the next day, I start feeling sick. Like I start feeling like very like down, like I have no energy and shit. And later that night, I end up getting a fucking fever. And yeah, at that point, like my dad, like he has all this knowledge of like shit that's happened like
voodoo.
this before. Yeah, so he calls
black magic.
He calls no, not voodoo or black magic.
He calls his local
like,
shaman.
No, these are like in Hispanic culture. This is like remedios caseros that we have and all that shit.
But yeah,
so homemade remedies.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so he calls my grandma and she goes in with the whole like structure of like yeah, all that stuff. Nah,
starts burning sage.
No, but she says, lay me down and grab an egg, like an egg. No, and then just kind of like rub it around my body. And yeah, it's funny, it's stupid and
the
shit.
chicken is supposed to protect you.
And so you rub it around the body and everything, and then when you're done, you flip the person around. You do 2 eggs basically. And then they say you gotta grab I'm not sure if it's a bowl or a cup or something, but it has to be a
container.
No, transparent, where you can see it. And you crack the egg after you're done putting it on the person. Yeah, you crack the egg inside, and dude, that shit was fucking black. Like it looked like ink. And at that
got
point,
it wrong egg.
At that point, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like my dad started freaking out.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, he thought about maybe we had like a prank egg, a bag egg, whatever. He went to the kitchen and he cracked like 2 more eggs, and they were crystal clear.
Hope you guys ate those eggs.
And then and no, fuck that shit. We're gonna throw those voodoo eggs out,
Voodoo
bro. I'm not
eggs.
eating no voodoo eggs.
You never know. The black magic might have some taste.
But the whole point of the story is like, there's those like little weird shit that us Hispanics believe.
Not just Hispanics, but like a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people. Every culture has their thing, but like the one that I'm mostly like familiar with is this. And like you say, it's goofy stuff. But I seen it happen, bro. So like I as much as I want to make fun of it, and as much as I want to like laugh and all that shit, I gotta believe a little bit, bro. The facts were right.
You
there
only
for
believe
me.
a little. You don't believe.
No, I mean
a lot.
like more shit's happened in my life where like I've noticed like there is that side of like
the world.
Yeah, so I do have my own beliefs and stuff. Let's not get into crazy religion beliefs, but like more of like there is an afterlife. Like I believe in that shit. But dude, I'm not fucking messing with no like mean old ladies in the train no more, bro. Giving me that evil eye.
You don't wear any red or gold.
That's why I never wear red. It's not my color. I don't look good with red. And in gold, I was just never that guy to like. I mean, earrings. I never really went earrings.
You don't have earrings.
I never had earrings. I never had like chains. It would be like the nylon shit, and it would be like a girl that gave it to me, and I'm like, whatever. Yeah, like a pussy trophy. But
like whipped.
No, but yeah. So I would never have anything like really material that's to protect me
like
against
an amulet.
that. Yeah. And then like my dad would like later on joke around saying like, oh, like I got so much evil eye in me that like there's no way no egg will ever protect me now. Like now I'm just pure evil
now
inside.
you're like an ostrich egg.
Yeah. I need a fucking dinosaur egg on me.
A 10-foot egg.
Yeah, get all that bad juju and shit off of me. But yeah, there's like different things like that.
So what do you believe in? You believe in ghosts?
Fuck yeah, dude! I've seen ghosts at work. I've seen like myself, like I've seen I've seen shadows. Like I work in motor rooms and stuff like that. So like it's
just
this
is scary.
It's basically a big room with just machinery that's going on, sounds and whatever. And those rooms are usually closed. They usually only get in when you're fixing something. You have to have a reason to go in. You can't just chill.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like something like
exactly
pedestrians go in.
And I've had jobs where like me and my dad were like setting up and everything.
And you see
and like you know how in
pale
the
bitch with long hair like
no, like you know how in the corner of your eye you
see something.
You see shit,
by,
right?
Yeah.
It's one thing when you see it because you're like maybe like my head or whatever. It's another fucking thing when my dad is already like this,
he's like,
looking that corner. Yeah, like he saw some shit and then my eye barely caught it. So that to me is like,
Does your dog ever freak out or something? Like,
not Tomas. Tomas is more because he's 10 years old. He's old, so he's pretty much like
chill.
Yeah, Ghost will walk by him and he'll
he's
just
like,
kind of like look at him, just hey,
meh.
Yeah. But when I had Anakin and Padme, and I would sleep with them, like especially Chihuahuas. No, but there would be
Chihuahuas. You drop a pin.
No, dog. There'd be moments where like I would wake up and they'd be like in the corner of the bed, just looking up like this, and I'd be like, what?
And then they do a 360.
Fuck? Nah, bro. I would hate that shit. When I see like Anakin and Padme like do stuff like that, I would just freak out because I'd be like, "What the fuck are they seeing?" Because again, I grew up thinking, I mean, not thinking, but like being told
animals,
that,
like
the dogs are very sensitive apparently for like ghosts and shit.
Yeah, because see the other side.
Yeah, so that it made me think about like I should probably be a cat guy, not a dog guy.
Cats can do that too.
That's where I found that out too. Yeah, cats are worse.
Yeah, cats are worse.
Cats
they're
play
going
with
to
them.
your room.
Cats play with the fuck. Yeah, bro. Why do you think cats do this shit in the air? They're not playing with like they're not playing with a dust bunny. They're playing with like little Jacob balls from like 1920s. You know, so yeah, bro. Shit like that, I do believe it. So, and on my side, you know, like I don't know about you. Maybe you believe a little bit more because you had that shit.
I had some experiences. Not only me, but like my brother, he had an ex-girlfriend, and she's from Connecticut. Like Connecticut is like the most haunted place in the United States, in her opinion.
The Haunting in Connecticut? Isn't that where
that's a movie? Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But so yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But there is like
the
things to back it up. Yeah. Like, Connecticut is like a ghost town, and like Connecticut is just like, for every one person, there's like 10 ghosts.
I don't like that ratio.
Yeah. And it's like
not healthy.
It's all foresty over there.
Yeah.
Like, all nature.
Yeah,
so like there's like ghost spirits, like forest spirits and stuff.
So wait, keep on with the story with your boy.
So my brother's ex-girlfriend, her best friend was like haunted. Like she had like her best friend was a ghost. Like she would tell us. Yeah.
What the fuck? Wait, how do you have that?
Because that ghost would follow her everywhere.
Like an imaginary friend?
No, I mean they weren't friends. They weren't like on a friendly
No, but
basis.
like for example, like an imaginary friend was like I could just be talking to whoever I think is there, but no one's really there.
She would say like oh this one story. This would creep me out. She was at work. She worked like 7-Eleven or something, but she worked in like one of those places out in nowhere where like there's a glass storefront and like a parking lot that was single car. That's your car, and she would tell me like there would always be someone outside. Just, like,
what the fuck?
Like standing up straight with like everything black. Like, it's a silhouette, and they're just like staring at you like that. Like you're working in the cash register, and like you're just looking outside in the storefront, and then beyond the glass and between the forest, you'll see like someone just standing there. Like,
dude, this just sounds like the fucking like SpongeBob episode. The
slashing slasher.
The slashing slasher, whatever. But yeah, man, like we'll leave that. Because you have to come back definitely because you gotta talk more about like more expertise shit on ghosts and stuff. Yeah.
Medical expert.
So no, when you go home, talk to your mom about all these like house remedies and all that voodoo bullshit, you know. And we'll come back up to that. But yeah, man, let's
ghost hunting with Danny.
Yeah, let's leave it in one of those Ghostbusters episodes. Yeah, we'll just
gangbusters.
Yeah, ghost gangbusters.
Gang me.
But anyways, yeah. So thank you so much, bro, for stopping by. This is a different experience. It was more like straightforward. Yeah, I was pretty sober, pretty, you know.
Yeah, usually when we're talking together, we're drinking.
Yeah, but we will next time. But
next time.
Yeah, so this has been my friend Danny. You want to say anything out? Shout out.
Follow me on Instagram at DannySuar. DANYSUAR.
Yeah, follow that. Get all those good information. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching, people. It's been great. Thank you for a great season 1, and just give me some great feedback soon. But yeah, have a great night.
Season 2. Night.